Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bish Bash and Bodge. Now, it's been 3 days since I started the channel and I've already had 30 subscribers. So I'm really buzzing because it's just taken off. That's 10 subscribers a day. If it goes on like this, there's 365 days in a year. So that'll make it add the zero, 3,650 subscribers by the end of the year. So that's the goal. So let's keep going, yeah? So because I've got so many subscribers now, then all the requests have come flooding in for advice. And I've got one here that I'd like you to listen to, and we can get to the bottom of how to assist her.
Hello there, Bodge. Carol here from Yorkshire. I've been doing a bit of DIY around the house and I'm always confused about what screws to use. There are so many different kinds. Any help would be much appreciated. Ta love.
Oh, well, don't you worry, Carol. You've come to the right man. We've got some Optima XX, and this is a wood screw. And the reason why it's a wood screw, because if you look at the thread, it's slightly wider apart. It's got a countersink head and this little rivet at the bottom. I don't quite know what that's for, but I'm sure it helps it out. Now we've got some crossheads here, and I don't have any examples, but I'm going to show you something that is going to blow your mind now. Now if you look here, we've got different types of heads that can fit into an adjustable screwdriver or the Makita drill. So I could just pop that off the end there and I could switch it out. So I could just switch that, pop that straight in there, good to go. So you have your crossheads, also known as Phillips. The reason why they're called Phillips is because a guy named Philip invented the screwdriver. And you've got flatheads. And if you look closely here, this one is a star, so you've got star heads. Right there, look, star head. And over here, you've got octagon heads, because there's 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So octagon heads, cross heads, flat heads, and also known as cross heads, Phillips. Did I say cross heads twice? I might have done. Anyways, right, now I'm going to show you here. Right, so gold for wood, silver for rock. Also known as concrete, cement, brick, masonry, whatever it is. Right, now these ones often come with a round head. Now can you see that? That's a flat head with a countersunk, and I'm going to show you about countersinking shortly, and a round head. Okay, so you say to me, what if you have a round head and you want to drill into wood, yeah, and you have no countersink? Now I'm going to show you, hold on, I'm going to show you about that very shortly. Okay, so these ones, as you'll see, they stick in, they pull out lots of brick when they're going in, and that's why they've got more thread closer together. So you've got wider thread, closer thread, silver, gold, and that's the difference. Wood, rock. Just remember that, wood, rock. Okay, and this one I like to call thread round head, because he's got lots of thread and he's got a round head, and that might help you remember that thread round head goes into rock, and flat head, countersunk, bit at the bottom, not quite sure what it's for, wider thread, wood. Okay, just remember that, flat head, countersunk, bit at the bottom, can't remember what it is, wider thread, wood. If you do remember those two, you'll be on for a good DIY project. Now we've got some special wood screws here that have got an extra grippy grip in the middle of the thready thread. So these are more expensive. I think these set me back a few more bob than the ones over here. Now this little crocodile, I think they're called plugs. Yeah, I call them crocodile plugs, or they look like an angry dragon. Yeah, they go in the brick, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to put that one over there for the brick, yeah, and I'm going to take the round head and I'm going to put that over there, and I'm also going to show you what happens if you have a screw that's too long. Okay, remember, let's just say this is all you have and you need to bodge it together. This is what you're going to do. Now these little blighters, they struggle to get in, so I'm going to prepare myself because I'm going to need this to cut it off and a hammer. So that'll do. Alright, so this is a beautiful Makita set that I got. Well, I didn't get it, the missus bought it, and that's why she got the top-notch one. I bought a drill from Argos at first, but now I'm fully converted to Makita. So if you see this drill here, yeah, it's already got a bit of masonry still on the end of it. This one is for masonry, and that's silver, so remember that. Now you've got a couple of ones here. You got this one here, that's for wood, and you've got this one over here. I call these a hybrid. I call this a hybrid because it kind of looks very similar to this. No, it looks similar to this one. It doesn't quite have the bits on the top, but this one has a little bit more. So this is a hybrid and can go through brick and rock. Not brick and rock, it can be used for wood and rock. So this one's wood and rock, that one's rock only, and this one's wood only. So remember that, this is a hybrid. Now I'm going to give you an example of how to drill into a rock. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to drill into the brick with the brick, well, into the rock with the rock drill bit. You've got to always remember to put it on the right setting. So if you look here, this one's hammer, and I hammer that one in when it's really tough, and it'll go doosh, 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 doosh. I'll give you that example now. All right, keep going. Right, that sometimes happens, but don't worry, you just pop it back in, really tighten that up. Right, so now this, when you've drilled into the rock, goes in. I have to get a smaller one because this one's too big. All right, got the perfect size. And you put that in there. And they might not go in straight away, so that's why I got my hammer. Just give that a tap. And you see that? See that? That sometimes will happen. Okay, so then what you do, you get this. You cut that off. All right, get the rest of it in. Now, if you're doing this indoors, you might need a little bit of plaster afterwards just to clear up any bumps and scrapes. Lovely. Okay, now I'm going to show you how it will go in. And we're in. And that is how you screw into a rock using a crocodile plug. Okay, so the next thing, Carol, is we've got our wood screw countersunk already. You don't have to put a pilot hole. I'm just going to show you. Where's my drill bit? Smooth this side. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Got a little problem here. Now that's when take out this. Got to change the camera angle because the camera keeps falling. But if I just knock that each way, like that. A bit that way. That will eventually just break off. Whatever you've got on that side will stay, and then it's safe to do whatever you got to do. But that is how you bodge it if your screw's too long. Now this carol is called a countersunk drill bit. Apply some pressure, and then roundhead thread will go straight into it. Oh, there we go. Now you think, I'm left, look at that, beautiful, I'm left with this little helmet divot. That's when the plaster comes into play. You get a smooth finish. Look at that. Plastered one wall in my house and it was terrible to begin with, but after I did a bit of this, fixed it. Now look at that. Now afterwards, all that's dry, I'll sand that straight off, paint that up. No one would ever know that there's a screw in there. Now I hope you've learned something today, Carol. 1, countersinking drill bits, wood, gold, brick, silver, and that will get you through your screw choices. So that's the episode today, screw review. Thank you, Carol, for sending in that voice note. I look forward to some of them in the future. Cheers, guys. Have a lovely day.